Hi guys! Hi everybody! I am currently 37 weeks pregnant. Wait, I'll show you my belly. So round, right? I promised in this pregnancy that I will do a Q&A because each pregnancy is different. And I actually messaged the Sisters Club. It's like our little community online on Facebook. So if you guys want to join us as well, I'll put the link down below. It's called Sisters Club. We've had it for a couple of years now, very intimate, like a group where we share a lot of our everyday. But anyway, so I asked the Sisters Club for questions that they had for me. Okay, let's start. Anna Ruth Chan. So she's asking what my cravings are. So you know what? It's so weird because this pregnancy, I think I've been the healthiest. But with Ollie, all I ate was fried food. Through all the fast food, I was craving for meat. Even with Amelia, I was craving for meat. I was craving for steak. Medyo mahal yung craving ko with Amelia. But with this pregnancy, I'm craving for salad. I'm craving for fruits. And, you know, as much as my doctor says that I can drink like a glass of wine once a week, I can't. Parang the smell of wine makes me want to vomit, makes me want to puke. So this pregnancy has been very healthy. There was never really like a weird craving, but it was always like I was craving for vegetables. Maybe because like my lifestyle in the past few years has changed, so maybe this like craving has also continued to be healthy. So yeah, Janelle Evite De La Rosa, she's asking about my current skincare. You know what? Ever since Japan, when me and my husband traveled to Japan, my skincare changed. I've been very experimental with Japanese skincare. Hada Labo has always been like a staple for me. I've used Hyaluronic acid. I can't even say it right. Is that how you say it? Hyaluronic. But anyway, I use that to start off. Then I put a serum, I put retinol, and then I put moisturizer, and then I put oil. Just trying and testing out everything. But for me, I have a lot more skincare products that I use now, or like a routine that I do, and I really enjoy it. And sometimes for me, it's like very relaxing because I tell the kids to like not bother me for like 5 minutes, and then I put my cream, I put my oil, and parang I feel like my skin has thanked me so much because of this. But I'll just share the products that I have used here. The products here, displayed here, are the products that I've been using and can recommend. So maybe if you ask me again in like 6 months or a year what I recommend when it comes to skincare, it might change again. So I'm just in the experimental phase because there are also products that I've tried where talagang nag-break out, or I'm also very sensitive. My skin is thin. I can't just use really strong products. So I have to make it timpla the right way. Anyway, next, Mariela Cars asks, baby name ideas. To be honest, me and GP have depended on our grandparents for baby names because Ollie is Pilar Olivia, and Pilar is from my mom, is also the first business of GP. He owned like a clothing store named Pilar. Amelia is Corazon Amelia, and Corazon is from GP's Lola. And then this next baby is also going to be named from my Lola and GP's Lola. So it's like a combination. So it's going to be Baby L. Cute. You'll find out soon. I actually want to tell you now. But anyway, a few more days. Next, Jesusa Dano. How did you find out you were pregnant with baby number 3? Do you experience morning sickness at all? I realized through the years, every time I start working out, I get pregnant. So that time that I was working out one day with my friend Joyce, I said, parang I was nasusuka. So I was thinking, maybe I overdid it. I'm really close to our helpers here at home. I asked them when their menstrual period was, kasi usually sunod-sunod kami. And then I said, wait, parang I skipped. I mean, I've taken pregnancy tests like in the past few years after I gave birth to Amelia, thinking I was pregnant because I wanted to get pregnant during COVID, during the pandemic, but then it did not happen. So, you know, I was used to getting like a negative result. I peed on the pregnancy test and then I took a shower. I was like, okay, it's again, this is nothing. This is maybe I overdid my workout. So I got out of the shower, I was wiping myself dry. And then all of a sudden, I looked at the pregnancy test and there were 2 lines. I was like, what? Is this real? It was so surreal. I didn't know how I was feeling. I was shocked. I was happy. I was terrified because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have another baby. How is this gonna happen, right? And then how GP found out was actually even funnier. We were on the way to Batangas and I went ahead and then he followed at night. It was the birthday of a really good friend. So people started drinking early. There was happy hour and I couldn't drink, right? So I was just trying to pretend. I was saying, you know, my tummy's painful. I can't drink. I don't want to drink yet. And then after dinner, I called GP to the room. I said, babe, I have a surprise for you. And he was like, okay, it's okay, what surprise is this? What surprise? And then I showed him the test. And then he goes like, what? You have COVID? And he said, you know what? Don't tell people because you might be a super spreader. You know, let's just like try to get out of here. And, you know, maybe we exposed a couple of people, but maybe not everybody yet. So let's, you know, maybe we can make an excuse to leave tonight. So he was making all these excuses going through his head. And I was like, babe, I peed on that. And he was like, what? You're pregnant? I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm pregnant. Yeah. And we were like, just there sitting down in the bed. And we were like, wow, we're gonna have another kid. It didn't really sink in until we heard the heartbeat. And then that's when we cried together and we were saying, this is real and we should be thankful that this is such a blessing in our life. And it's not planned at all, ha guys. Ollie's 8, Amelia's 4, and this baby is gonna be newborn. So it's every 4 years. So their gap is 4 years apart. So I was telling GP, maybe we'll have another one in 4 years. But anyway, so that's how he found out I was pregnant, and that's how I found out I was pregnant. Did I have any morning sickness at all? You know what? I'm just so thankful that I haven't had any morning sickness at all with all my 3 kids. It's been a very easy pregnancy with all of them, and that's what, you know, that's what I've also been praying for. Talagang answered prayer for me, especially this pregnancy, because I was saying, you know what, I don't want to feel sick, I don't want to be weak, I don't want to just be in bed this pregnancy because I still have 2 kids that need me, and they're very active. I want to be there for them whenever they need me. Even up to now that I'm 37 weeks, I still vacuum, I clean, I'm active, I walk to the park with the kids. Basta kaya kong gagawin ko siya. Like, if only I could drive now, I would. What I can say in each pregnancy is that I get moody. I'm very moody. I kind of have like a target for each pregnancy. My first pregnancy, my target was my mom. So I was just always like mad at her. Not naman mad, but I was just like annoyed. And I would fight with her for like the simplest things. So very needy with my mom in my first pregnancy. My second pregnancy with Amelia, I was fighting with my sisters. I was very snappy and I was also very sensitive to them. But with this pregnancy, I was very snappy and very emotional with my husband. We fought the most. I mean, we've been together for 10 years married, but I think we fought the most in this pregnancy. It's crazy. And when he'd always like check on me and he'd always correct me and he'd always say like, check yourself. Check your emotions. Check your mood. You know, you're so sungit. Why are you always mad at me? So this pregnancy, he's my target. Okay, Glyza May Dizon Figueroa, she asks, how will you balance time and attention between Ollie, Amelia, and baby number 3? You know what? For me, it's really having quality time with them individually. And I try to put my phone down at 6 p.m. Like, focus on them, whether it's just as simple as me giving them a bath, me reading a book with them, me doing Olivia's homework with her, and then after, you know, we're in bed and we start talking about our day, where you're really focused, you're really listening. Sometimes I take Amelia out on a date, sometimes I take Ollie out on a date, sometimes I take both of them on a date without anybody, na just kami lang. And I feel like that really helps, you know, our connection, our relationship as well. And when you say balance, I think it's gonna be different when the third one comes, because I was telling the girls, I said, you know what, mom's really gonna be busy with a newborn baby. I might not sleep beside you at night, in the first few months, but when the baby's sleeping, I'm gonna crawl into bed with you, you know. So I have to really reassure them that I'll still be there whatever happens. And even at a young age, you have to build that relationship already, you know. Treat them as your best friends. Find ways to connect with them in however it could be, whether they're interested in sports, in books, in comics, or in games. Connect with them in that way, whatever it is. So I feel like just having that bond, having that connection. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. I'm so madaldal. I'm sorry. Okay, Sheena May Lagalay Francia, she actually said, what's the most important advice you can give to first-time mom? To a first-time mom. You know what, the best advice I would give is really just to, you know, don't get pressured with everyone that's around you. Because for me, there's like really so much information around you. There's so many pressures around. It's like, oh, why does her baby talk first? Why does her baby walk already? Why is your baby like chubbier, or mine is like this? You know, sometimes we compare ourselves, or compare mothering, or compare our children to other people. But for me, it's just really, you know, take that weight away from you and just mother the way that you would, because we all have our different ways. Just do what you know and trust your instincts, because the best person who will mother your child is you. It's nice to get advice from other moms, your mother-in-law or your mom or other moms out there, but it's really you in the end who's gonna decide what's best for your child. And you gotta believe in that. You know, whatever people may say around you, let the pressure be there, let them say whatever they want. Just mother the way you would, which I believe is the best way. Next. Okay, this Ed S. Cruz. How do you handle kids' tantrum? Oh my goodness. Amelia has been also throwing tantrums lately, so I have to explain to her the emotion that she's feeling, because she doesn't know that she's annoyed. She doesn't know that, you know, this is the feeling of anger. She doesn't know that this is the feeling of jealousy. And sometimes I just let her be. I know when the cry is the maarte kind of cry, and I know when it's a cry that I need my mom. What I do is that I just give her a hug, and then I say, are you okay? Tell me what's wrong. Use your words, because if you cry, I will not understand you. Let me know how you feel. It has to come from a level of a parent where you're kind of calm, you know, which is so hard sometimes, because you just want to be like, stop crying! You know, you want to shout back, and you want to cry sometimes because they're crying. But as a parent, I've learned that you gotta be calm when your child is having tantrums. I have to recognize the emotion, and I have to explain that emotion to them, and I also have to let them use their words. And sometimes, if they just want to cry, when you're done crying, you can talk to mom after, okay? But if you want to go cry, you can cry. You know, you have to let the kid know that it's okay to cry, and that you shouldn't stop them from crying. That's what I believe. I don't know with other moms or psychiatrists or whatever, but that's what has been working for me. So sometimes she'll cry for 10 minutes, and then she'll go like, Mommy, I'm done crying, I'm done. I'm like, okay, so what's wrong? Tell me. And then she'll tell me. So that's it. I'm gonna stop talking now. I just wanted to answer a few questions that you guys have sent in, and I wanted to also record this feeling and maybe look back at it and say like, wow, I was that pregnant pala. Oh my gosh, this is how I felt, you know? And also I hope I got to encourage all of you through this vlog. You know, being a mom is one of the greatest things and one of the greatest gifts that God has given me. And I really feel like, you know, I was born to be a mom, and sometimes there's this feeling that is seeking more. Parang aside from being a mom, what else am I, right? Like right now when I think about it, like it's enough. I mean, it's enough just being a mom of 3 girls, because that already is such a big responsibility for me. Raising my daughters to be world changers, to fight for what they believe in is right, to have faith in this in this world. I mean, as much as it's so like cliche to say, like I really want to raise up strong women. I want to raise up women who believe in themselves, who will inspire the next generation, who will rise up to do what is right. And that's what I want to leave a mark on it. That's what I want to leave in this world as Andi. That my children will grow up to be women of God. And that's my prayer every day. And maybe when this comes out, I either gave birth na. Hopefully not, but I'm just so happy that I'm able to share this whole motherhood journey with you guys. Thank you for loving my girls. Thank you for loving the sistos. They will be 3 soon, and thank you for loving my family. It really matters to me. You know, even if I don't get a lot of views on my YouTube, the reaction that I get and the reaction that I get when I see you guys face to face is already such like it really melts my heart, and it makes me want to create more. So thank you for always viewing this vlog and making the time to watch us, because there's just so much content out there, right? And listening to me talk. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna go. Ollie just got home from school, so I'm gonna go hug her and spend time with her. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. In all our videos, I'll share with you when baby Elle is born and how this journey will be with having 3 girls and 3 kids. It's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait. Oh my gosh. A few days na lang. Pray for me, okay?